Hello and welcome to another percussion tutorial. In this series, we're going to be talking about grooves to play in contemporary worship, congregational worship music. So in your church, think CCM style, okay? Radio, whether it be Jesus culture, Hillsong, Elevation, songs you may hear on a CCM style radio channel, radio station. Okay, so not contemporary gospel per se, or soul or R&B style or funk, but some of the songs may have a funky nature to them, but I'm thinking more of like acoustic, singer-songwriter, Americana, rock and roll, pop, that type of thing. So we're going to talk about a few popular grooves and some variations to that, okay? And again, all of this stuff is artistic, and there are many different ways to do this. But I got a great idea from a YouTube subscriber, a YouTube watcher that watched a couple videos and thought it would be great to continue to elaborate on some videos I've done before where I give you some actual popular grooves, okay? So if you haven't done already, hit the subscribe button and I'd love for you to be in this subscription family on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, that way you'll be notified of any future videos. I do a lot of percussion tutorials, but I also do performance videos out of my studio, other locations, some product reviews. I have a couple professional music videos. I've got a video coming up, and then you can learn more about my products, my solo albums. Check it out. I'm wearing a William Johnson Music shirt. You can check that out at williamjohnsonmusic.com. Little announcements, other videos like that where you can just learn more about what's going on or be notified of a new video. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. I'd love it if you did that. All right? So anyways, let's jump right into it. A couple grooves I'm going to start with, and then we'll go on with a couple more, or a few more, and then we'll talk about the 6/8 and 3/4. So today we're going to stick in the 4/4 world, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? The majority of the songs we're going to sing are going to be in 4/4, and then if they're not in 4/4, in this context, in these genres, and if they're not, then they're probably in 6/8. And then every now and then they might be in 3/4. And then sometimes they're in 2/4. But a lot of times they're in 4/4, so we're going to start there, okay? So the first groove I'm going to do it with both hands, but I'm also going to do the same groove with a brush and show you some ideas. All right? Let me play the first groove, okay? And then explain it note for note and explain what I'm doing. All right? It goes something like this. Okay? If I played it with a brush, same thing. Do the exact same thing, just changes the sound a little bit. Okay? Now, that's to emulate the hi-hat. If this is the foundational, like playing in place of a drum kit, the ch, right? Or as opposed to a it's just, paying attention to the sounds and trying to get that, emulate that sound, right? All right, so what am I playing here? I'm basically playing in 4/4, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? The majority of this is 4 and with those eighth notes. But some of it's a little different, so just listen. It's going to sound like this. This is what I was playing. Bass, touch, snare, bass, touch, snare. So there's a little pause there. If I were to play it really slow, say it really slow. Bass, touch, snare, bass, touch, snare. So when I go like this and I'm not clapping and my hands are going away, that's the upbeat, okay? That's the end of whatever number I just said. So if I go 1, that's the end of 1, okay? All right, so if I say, I'm going to clap and say it again. Bass, touch, snare, bass, touch, snare. All right? So I played the bass note, the first bass, on the first beat. Then is coming right after that a touch on the end of 1. So bass, touch, boom, tick, boom, tick. Then the third beat is a snare. Boom, ta. Okay? Boom, ta. All right? Boom, ta. Now there's many different ways I can get different sounds, different basses, different snares. We'll have other videos. There are other videos on my channel for that, and a lot of other great video cajon players on YouTube. You can check more about that, but just kind of follow my hands of where I'm playing the snare, and basically I'm talking about the groove for this one. So if you want me to go a little more into detail with the technique, then send me a comment or an email at williamjohnsonmusic@gmail.com. All right, back into the groove. Bass, touch, snare. So it's boom, ta. Bass, ta. Boom, ta. Okay? Bass, touch, snare. Then is coming a bass, the second bass. Boom, ta, boom. Not boom, ta, boom. Not too fast. Don't rush that bass. Boom, ta, boom. Okay? All right? What I'm playing here is right, left, right, right. Okay? Right after that snare on my right hand goes down and plays a bass note. You can also do this with the left hand. We'll do that in a minute. All right. The fifth note is a touch. And then the sixth note is a snare. So 1, bass, touch, snare, bass. Pause, touch, snare. Bass, touch, snare, bass. Left, right. Right, left, right, right. Left, right. Right, left, right, right. Left, right. Okay? Switch hands and practice it with another hand. Set the metronome very slow. Practice for 2 to 3 minutes straight, just the groove. Switch hands, do the same thing. Right, left. Okay? Switch hands there. Now, if I play with the brushes, I can also practice where I'm going to play eighth notes and 2 and 3 and 4. So what am I doing? Just steady, keeping it right there steady. And I'm going to play the same groove, but I'm going to do it all with one hand. Bass, and the touches are going to be all on the brush. So the only thing I'm playing with my right hand are bass and snare. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's add the bass. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slowing down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That bass coming a little faster. That's the only tricky part. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So we play one together. One plays by itself, the brush. Snares together, and then the bass together, and then the snare together. Okay? Let me play it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let me play it really slow. Play along with me. And 2 right now. Bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. Together, apart, together, apart, together, apart, together. Together, apart, together, together, apart, apart, together. Okay? Anyways, practice that. All right? So there was two of them apart on the end there. And switch hands and do it with the other hand. Okay? That takes a little more. If you don't have the brush, do the same thing. That was without the bass. All right, that's the first groove. The second groove is similar, but different. All right, we're gonna use two basses up front. So it's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass, snare, bass, snare. Boom, boom, cut, boom, cut. Boom, boom, cut, boom, cut. Ready? Now, it's not boom, boom, cut, boom, cut. It's not boom, boom. It's one and boom, boom. Sing it. Boom, boom, cut, boom, cut, boom, boom, cut, boom, cut, boom, boom, cut, boom, cut. All right? Snare, touch, touch, bass, snare, bass, bass, snare, touch, touch, bass, snare. Switch hands practice. All right, what does it sound like if I were to play 16th note patterns with the brush, which would be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. You should practice this like you practice a shaker to develop independence if you're not there yet by itself. Just do this with a metronome for 5 minutes. Set a BPM, a tempo. Don't do anything but just this. So you can have a conversation at that tempo, keeping that steady, or adding accents in different places. Okay? So what happens if I play this groove with the brush? Watch this. What does it sound like at a fuller tempo, faster tempo? Pretty cool, huh? So practice this very slow. All right. With my hand, I'm playing bass, bass, snare, bass, snare. Practice that as an exercise. Set your BPM to a tempo that is very slow where you're not messing up a lot, and practice it with both hands. For right now, we're gonna switch. Right hand starts, then we switch to the left. Let's do it 4 times in a row with the right hand, very slow, and switch to the left hand, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass plays on 3. 1, the end of 1, and then the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. Switch hands. Boop, 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 boop. That's 3 times. Boop, 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 boop. That's 4. Switch. Boop. Okay, that's the second groove. Bass, bass, snare, bass, snare. We can add touches after the first snare. Bass, bass, snare, touch, touch. 1 touch, 2 touches. Bass, then snare. Boom, boom, ka, boom, ka. You can add touches after the snare and after the bass. Bass, bass, snare, touch, touch, bass, touch, touch, snare. Okay, practice that. You can add that in as well. See that? All right, so that's another groove to practice. These 2 grooves adding in your library already, you got some pretty cool grooves to use in worship music that are using a lot of different songs. Now, in the next episode, we'll add a few more songs, and then eventually we'll get to the 6/8 and to the 3/4 and some typical manners in which a lot of artists will use different grooves or grooves in typical manners on some songs or some projects. If you like this video, if it helped you at all, please hit subscribe, and then you'll know when the next video is coming. Lately, I've been doing a lot of videos every Saturday or Sunday as I'm able to get them up. But here pretty soon, I'm going to be adding several videos throughout the week, and you'll want to know when they're coming. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you soon.